All right. Welcome everyone to another well, not last minute. We knew from earlier in the day, but I usually like to plan my live streams ahead of time. Not. Anyway, welcome to another Golden Truth episode. This is episode 29. Man, we did Golden Truth. We've done Golden Truth over a year, and we just do it whenever we feel like it. I mean, there's really right now it's NFL dead season until what next week when training camp begins and then preseason's starting up in a few weeks. So, but
Honestly,
aside from that, nothing much, nothing to it. But we're here to break down some stories for you. We got my guy Aaron here,
yo,
joining me tonight. I know that y'all are used to and of course my stop.
by the
You
way,
know,
thank God preseason's only 3 weeks now instead of 4.
we got Jason. We usually have Jason on the show, and usually, what Aaron, I don't know if you know this or not, but we basically cross stream mostly with Jason on doing baseball content on
Yeah,
my channel too.
I've seen
Things like
things.
yeah. So, but yep, we're here to talk out NFL. We got Saquon Barkley. We're gonna talk Saquon Barkley. Josh Harris finally starting a new era in Washington. Thank God.
We should call him Saquona Prima Donna.
Yep. And other, maybe other fun topics because I do got some questions for Aaron as well when it comes to this season. So let's go ahead and let's talk about it. Let's start off with Saquon Barkley because I feel like, and just get him out of the way. Long
Saquona the
story
Prima
short,
Donna.
got franchise tagged because he didn't get a long-term deal done. He's basically being a little bitch and a little baby saying, "Oh, I deserve a long-term deal." Dude, no disrespect. You haven't earned it.
You
You
have
earned it
one good
what?
year and you think you get
Because
the
of
king crab?
one good year in your rookie year that was like what, 5 years ago? Stop. No, you don't deserve anything. You deserve to be on the sidelines,
Prove
to be
yourself.
honest, because that's what he's been. He's been injury prone. So I feel
Mhm.
like off of one good year, you want an extension done? No.
No, not.
Like, and I get that he's the Giants' best player on the he's the best player on the Giants.
To be fair, though, Daniel Jones is catching up. And what I mean by that is I can see a bit of Josh Allen in Daniel Jones where
Mm,
they're able to do design quarterback runs with Daniel Jones, where
mm,
that's the main reason, in my opinion, that the running backs room is lacking productivity for the Giants.
yeah. Nah. So apparently Saquon Barkley is threatening to sit out because he didn't get a long-term deal. We'll see
Fine,
how
I'll meet
that
him.
goes.
I'll meet him.
I honestly then, dude, people who sit out, especially if you're a running back, that hurts you in the long run because Le'Veon Bell, anyone?
Le'Veon Bell and actually Deshaun Watson is last year in Houston. Anyone?
Exactly. Like when you sit out that one year and you come back, you trash.
He's going to have more. I guess they call it when a boxer has been out of the ring for a long time and then he comes back. They call it ring rust. In this case, it's turf rust. That man's got more. That man's got more turf rust than an overused pair of cleats.
Yep. I mean, I say this. If he plays well on the franchise tag, okay, yeah, fine. Pay him after
He's
the
got no
offseason.
incentive to. He in his mind, he's got no incentive to because he's thinking, oh well, the Giants don't want to offer me a full term, like the Giants at this point have to make it clear that the franchise tag gives him a chance to prove himself.
I mean, you got guys who got franchise tagged and deserved a long-term deal.
Cousins,
And I'll name
Cousins
some
in
guys.
Washington, Cousins in Washington.
Cousins, yes, Cousins is one.
What
Who
about
else?
uh, and by the way, that was 2 years, not just one. What
Yeah,
about gosh? What about there's I know there's another one. I just it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm pretty sure didn't they franchise tag Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay for a year?
I don't remember
Didn't
that.
they?
That was like almost 15 years ago.
No, I'm pretty sure it was this past year, like before he went to the Jets.
No, Aaron Rodgers got a long-term deal. Like, Aaron Rodgers has never been on the franchise tag. Who got?
There's another quarterback, I'm sure of it, that was playing on a franchise tag.
And they let him walk.
Yeah.
For a different. Yeah. Or just like maybe a player.
Was it Jimmy Garoppolo? Was it Jimmy Garoppolo?
Jimmy Garoppolo, I feel they franchise tagged him, but then next thing you know, they give him like a big extension when he actually got hurt like the following year. So I feel like, no, he didn't.
I was like, that's just their luck for Stanford. Oh my gosh, it's awful. No, I'm going to think about it.
Dak didn't deserve. Well, Dak is interesting because his numbers before he got hurt that one year, the year that he did get franchise tagged, I think that he would have earned it because of his stats, not because of his playoff play.
Well, his stats had to be higher. His stats had to be higher because the running backs room dipped in productivity there too.
Yeah, so nah. Like this whole entire Saquon Barkley saying to sit out, okay, dude, you're gonna be a no-name come.
No, you know who will take him?
I give it 2 years. I give Saquon Barkley being out of the league in 2 years if he's sitting out this year.
I give him a year going to Denver as their running back, and then he's out of the league.
They don't need it. Denver doesn't need it.
Well, no. Who needs a running back? There is a team that needs a good running back. You know what? He goes to because Delvin Cook has dipped in productivity.
He's released. He's a free agent.
Yeah, well, I'm saying Alexander Madison is dipping in productivity.
Yep.
What if Saquon Barkley went to Minnesota for a year?
Damn. Imagine that.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised.
A younger Dalvin Cook though, because I think Dalvin Cook has been in the league longer than
Barkley.
Barkley, yeah.
It would be interesting, but this is the thing. Like, people already have this idea in their heads that Kirk Cousins chokes. What if they get the same idea in their heads about friggin' Barkley?
Barkley just doesn't stay healthy. That's the thing.
No, he doesn't. Like
when he's on the field, he's good. Like, to be honest, dude, when Barkley is playing, I fear him. I'm like, oh crap.
He's like, you know what? He also reminds me a little bit of Derrick Henry as well. Like, I can see some similarities in play style.
Yeah. Speaking of
DeAndre Hopkins going to Tennessee.
Oh, dude. He wants a ring, and he just does all the wrong moves. Really?
No, but that does not. I mean, yeah, Tennessee is not taking him there. If he would have gone to Kansas City, first off, the entire league would fear the Chiefs for years to come.
Yeah, but I feel like he was asking for too much. And
he may have been, but
and a lot of these teams are like salary capped. They're strapped.
If he was smart, he would have taken a pay cut, gone to Kansas City, driven up his own value, and basically looked at the free agent market and said, "Look what I can do, and I've got a good quarterback thrown to me."
Yeah, I mean, my thing is this, because I think I have to look up his deal that he's getting at Tennessee, but I think he was asking for $20 million. I'm like, okay, dude. OBJ is getting $15 million. Why do you deserve $20 million?
And by the way, he hasn't shown productivity enough in my eyes and proved himself enough to get $20 million.
Yes, because dude, he's been lost in Arizona. Like, he has not done anything in Arizona.
He's been trying to be the next Larry Fitzgerald, and he just ain't it.
but we'll see. I don't know. Like Tennessee right now, they don't want to admit it, but they're in a rebuild. They gotta
Well,
rebuild.
Tennessee is where wide receivers go to die because their offense is basically run heavy.
But here's the thing. At least like Tennessee, they're run first, yeah, but like AJ Brown, when AJ Brown was there, at least he was a 1,000-yard receiver.
Bro, but that's because AJ Brown is AJ Brown. I mean, there is a hell of a big skill gap in between DeAndre Hopkins and AJ Brown. If you don't believe me, just ask Philly.
Oh, get ready for the Houston fans to boo DeAndre Hopkins this year.
Oh, by the way, here's something interesting to think about. You were speaking of AJ Brown. Y'all know I'm an NFL nerd, and I look up really, really obscure facts. Every time AJ Brown every time he goes to a game, he will bring a duffel bag with him that's full of cash. What he will do is every time he gets a touchdown pass or gets a touchdown catch, he will tape a $100 bill to his uniform. Then, at the end of the season, he actually donates it to a charity. Look it up. I swear it's true.
Yeah.
Which is pretty
hold
sick.
on. Let me look at the chat real fast.
Is there anybody even in it?
Jason.
Jason amino acids. I love being the nerd with like. By the way, anybody who wants to watch, who may have missed some games from the regular season, and they want to you're not in control of which ones you've got, but Pluto TV is a free streaming service, and it has an NFL channel where they do re-airs from the season.
Nice.
So if you guys want to check it out, it's free to stream. You can download it on. We're not sponsored. I just think I use the resource, and I think it would be great. There's a whole sports section. There's a gaming section, comedy section, reality section. A lot of good stuff.
There's even there's an on-demand section.
Yeah, there is. But my point being is that Pluto TV, honestly, if you really don't want to pay for having NFL Network, you could watch the NFL channel on Pluto, and you get a lot of the same stuff.
Good to know, because I'm like, I have the Pluto TV, like the Pluto TV app on my phone. I'm like, what do I use this for, to be honest?
I'm telling you, just go on and spend a day. And honestly, what do you use to stream on? Like, what do you stream TV on?
I have an Xfinity box.
But I mean, do you have you have an Xfinity box? You could probably download it to that.
True.
But yeah, it's a free app. So funny story is it used to start out as just a web browser, a web browsing URL, and it got so big. I mean, they're actually leading the way in like how people will stream things. Like other streaming services that are paid are following their free model, in the sense of how live TV is being streamed, and it's really interesting. Not to get too far off topic, but yes, if you want to watch older games, like if you want to watch re-airs, if you want to watch, they've got sound effects on there sometimes. They've got around the leagues there sometimes. They've got, I mean, again, there's a lot of stuff you could find there that if you didn't want to pay for NFL Network, you could literally just stream from that and get a lot of the same stuff.
True. I haven't had dinner yet. Damn.
Neither have I, but I've already got something in mind. My mom made this really good, decadent, cheesy chicken and rice dish.
Oh, man.
And it's waiting for me.
Oh, I hate you.
Arroz con pollo.
I hate you.
Aw, thank you.
I
I
hope you die at work tomorrow.
You'll go first.
Yeah, good point.
Your skin. I was gonna say, you're supposed to have tough skin to be a DCF. Your skin's like phyllo dough.
Sure, whatever.
Any sudden movement and it tears.
Sure, whatever.
See, he agrees, guys. Have it marked. Jason, put it in the chat.
Oh God.
What?
It's just since I had like church earlier in the week. Tell me why today I was thinking today all day was Friday because I had church on Tuesday, so my days are
Because
out
it
of
freaking
whack.
feels like it.
It
Because it
feels
freaking
like
feels like it.
yes.
It's so. Yeah. Give me a second.
No, you're good.
Yes. Should I do more
Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm gonna so tell him that, Jason. Hold on, Jason. Jason, hold on. Live viewer shit. Hold on. Oh, that was good. That was awesome. That was awesome. Woo! That made me laugh. That was good. Yeah. Oh shit, that was awesome. Yeah, you made me get the Coke on stream. Nice. Actually, no, it's actually not Coke. Actually, I went for a soda, but I forgot that I had a spare White Claw, and I got that instead. But I don't have Cokes, but I do have I got Dr. Pepper this round, Jason. Well, Aaron probably went to go eat or grab his dinner. I'm already late for my dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna get. It's almost 9 p.m. Shit. I got caught up doing other things. Let's see. Yo, Jason, put that in the chat so that way I can have Aaron read it. Oh, y'all. I guess while we wait for Aaron to come back, I want to show you all a new looped video. Give me 1 second. Jason, let me know. By the way, Jason, I posted a new logo for my streams. Check it. I don't know if you could see it clearly, but you should have someone side to take a look at it. right, let's see what NFL is posting. Oh, okay. We'll cover all that. We'll cover the Commanders and their new moves. I want to show you guys. Oh crap! But I have to download it onto my Mac. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. All right. No. Shit. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find this. Jason, how do I get to the top of my inbox faster on my Mac? Do you know if there's a shortcut key for that? Let's see. Is it the 20th? 6 days. Okay, I'm close. No. Um, mm. Here, actually, let me just airdrop it. Hold on. No. Share this. Let me airdrop this. Got it. All right. All right. For this, because it's going to take up most of my screen, I'm going to turn off my camera. Okay. Check this out. Check it out. It's a loop. Oh man. I don't know where Aaron went. Let me hit up my boy. The heck happened to Aaron? We were rolling, and he decides to walk away. Well, he probably went to go get dinner, but he could have honestly just eaten on the stream. Which to me is stupid, but whatever. I mean, Jason and I, when we're streaming, we eat on the stream. I texted Jason to come save it. We'll see how it goes. I texted Jason to see if he could come on while we wait for Aaron to come back. Oh, man. You busy? Oh, man. Let me text Aaron. Where you at? You know what? All right, yo, hold on. Let me text this dude. No. You go, homeboy. No. Okay. All right. He probably went to eat dinner, which is fine, but he could have just eaten on stream. Cool, whatever. So I guess while we wait, because I did have some questions, guys, that I think that because there was a topic that I wanted to discuss, and whenever Aaron gets back, if he gets back, we'll see. What I wanted to discuss was guys who this season, 2023 season, have no excuses and need to prove something this season. And I was gonna rank them and see which one Aaron ranking them from where to he's all right, he's good, nothing to do or nothing to prove, or he really needs to do something this year. And the guys that I had on the list were Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson. In my opinion, and I guess we'll wait until Aaron gets back for his take, here's my order. Deshaun Watson needs to prove up to that contract. So he needs to prove himself this year. Category, because he needs to play up to that contract. The offseason, yes, he has Amari Cooper, but got Elijah Moore via trade, got a decent set of rookie wide receivers in the trade, in the draft. So I feel like Deshaun Watson's excuses, he got the rust out after being gone for 2 years or 2.5 years or whatever it was. So this time he really has no excuses. He needs to play up to that contract. Next guy up, in my opinion, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a guy who was begging and pleading, "Oh, I don't have weapons. I need to get out of Green Bay. I'm so sad. I can't win. No wide receivers." Okay. If you, with the plethora of weapons that you have at your disposal, you have the run game, you have the wide receivers, you brought most of your boys over for, the boys that you liked in Green Bay over. You have the defense, because Green Bay's defense, it was all right, I guess. It was all right. Nothing to, it wasn't, oh my gosh, top defense. No, it was all right. But the Jets defense, the reason why the Jets were 7-10 last year and in playoff contention until the bitter end before their quarterback conundrum happened, was, give me a moment. What was I saying? That Aaron Rodgers, it was all right, and the Jets, because of their quarterback issues, didn't win after going 7-3 or 7-2, whatever they were at the time, and that was it. So Aaron Rodgers, he's the next guy that I feel has something to prove, but pressure isn't too hard, even though he's in New York, but we'll see. The Jets haven't been a playoff team in, let me see, 13 years? 12 years? I think it was the 2008, 2009, 2009, 2010. Okay, that was his rookie year. 2010. The Jets have not been to the playoffs in 12 years. And if the Jets don't at least get into the wild card, then that ransom that they paid to get Aaron Rodgers to get there was just for naught. It was for nothing. And then obviously Lamar Jackson. The reason why I'm a little bit lenient on Lamar is because I have no idea how this offensive coordinator is going to look with it. It's a new offensive coordinator. Odell Beckham Jr. is here. And if Odell Beckham Jr. is going to be a diva, that's my one thing why I'm going to give Lamar Jackson a bit of a yes. The Ravens have always been in playoff contention every year, and it's always been Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. But I feel like Lamar just is it back?
Yeah,
There we
so
go.
the whole thing was just trying to decide on dinner.
Oh, okay.
I was quick.
Because I was saying, I was killing time, and I'm gonna get your thoughts on it too. Ranking it from you gotta prove to yourself to you're fine, I guess is the ranking that I would use. I'm gonna give you 3 players, and you're gonna give me your ranking. 3 players are Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson. And I was just wrapping up with Lamar Jackson, and I'm saying that Lamar, yes, it's always been Super Bowl or bust for the Ravens ever since Lamar's arrival. But I feel like this year he's just got to prove to be healthy, and then if he proves to stay healthy for 1 year, then next year it should be
Super Bowl or bust.
Super Bowl or bust. Yes,
I would definitely agree with that, and yeah, sorry, I would definitely agree with that, and for many reasons.
But what is your take? I did Deshaun Watson first. I feel like Deshaun Watson, the reason why he's in a situation where he needs to prove himself this year and this year only,
he's got so many
contract.
Well, he's got so many off
and the ransom that the Browns gave up to get him.
Well, and he's got so many off the field issues that if he screws up in Cleveland, he's out of the league, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's at that point, and he just has it just has to be. It is what it is, Like he has to put up or shut up this year.
Mm-hmm. And then Aaron Rodgers.
With
Aaron Rodgers, and then I'll get all your takes. What I said with Aaron Rodgers, just to recap on my end, I'm like, look, he's been crying. He was crying and moaning his way out of Green. He cried and moaned out his way to Green Bay. All right, that's fine. But the Jets have been so mediocre for 12 years that I don't think that they should be thinking about Super Bowl this year. They need to get into the playoffs because they haven't been in the play. They have the longest drought now. It's been 12 years since they've been to the playoffs.
They are in a crappy position because they're in a division that is just too good for them.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's what I'm saying. For the Jets and Aaron Rodgers as a whole, getting into the playoffs in itself is fine for me.
That goes for any Eastern division. I will go that for anybody, any Eastern team, whether it's NFC East or AFC East. I think that these teams are in a position where they have no choice but to embrace the fact that they may not get there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, it used to be the NFC least. It used to be the AFC least as well. But I'm going to make it a point to say that I believe that I firmly believe that a lot of these teams, you could be a 10-win, 11-win team and still not make it.
Yeah.
You have to be okay with that. I know, kiddo. Relax.
So what are your rankings from gotta prove yourself to you're good?
Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl or bust for Aaron Rodgers, gotta prove himself. For Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson will be fine.
Okay. So basically you disagree that Aaron Rodgers needs to take the Jets to the Super Bowl this year.
First off, let me preface that by saying those who do not learn from the past are doomed to repeat it. The last time a quarterback went from Green Bay to the Jets was a bust. It's going to be a bust again.
Yeah, true. He basically be the watch, dude. I'm gonna hate the Packers organization if they end up doing this. Watch 15 years down the road, Jordan Love do the exact same thing.
Oh, I would not be surprised. And by the way, actually, it's already been done 3 times because Alan Lazard played for Green Bay and is now at the Jets.
That's what I said. I said, look, Aaron Rodgers has no excuses to at least get into the playoffs because he has all the weapons he wants. He has the defense that he wants.
I don't think he's going to make it.
I think this Green Bay I said this. I'm like, look, maybe Aaron Rodgers was like, oh, I don't, the defense is great here. Whatever it was at Green Bay. Green Bay's defense wasn't bad, but the Jets' defense, dude, the only reason why the Jets had a winning record up to, when the quarterback started falling off of the earth, the reason why they were winning games was because of their defense. Nothing else.
Well, and if that defense stays alongside everything else, I mean, I love the AFC North. I think they're fantastic, but I'm in the position I'm in where I see things going now. I only see one team. It's a bold prediction. I only see one team from the AFC North making the playoffs, only one team from the AFC West, and only one team from the AFC South. The AFC East gets 3 teams in this year. That's what I see happening.
I say two teams. I see 2 teams from the AFC North.
So you think it's 2 from the North and 2 from the East?
Yes.
The reason why I'm going to disagree with that is, I think it's going to be a situation where
it's going to Cincinnati regressed.
Well, I think it's going to be a situation where we're at week 17, or no, where we're at week 17, and it's down to the Bengals and the Ravens as it was this past year. But whoever wins, they'll split the season. And then whoever has a higher point differential is going to win the AFC North.
Mm-hmm. All right. What other group of guys could I think of that need to prove themselves this year? Can you guys think?
I got you. We're going to go quarterback edition here.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Baker Mayfield, Derek Carr, Trey Lance.
Ooh.
Good one, yes?
It's
a toughie, isn't it?
Yeah. Trey Lance is tough, but that's because you don't know if he's going to be the starter. Because from what I'm hearing, Brock Purdy's going to be fine by week 1. But if not, then yes, I'll go Trey Lance really needs to prove himself. Because it's the same thing as
if he doesn't, he's on the trading block for sure.
It's the same thing because it's the same thing for like what I said with the Deshaun Watson and the Browns. The 49ers gave up a king's ransom to go all the way up to 3 to get this dude, and he loses the job to a guy who was irrelevant for the majority of the season and makes him look amateur in 9 games.
Yeah, absolutely he does. And I'll do you one better to say that the Niners are in an interesting position where the entirety of their team is so good. You could make the argument that you or I could go in there and just hand it off to Christian McCaffrey and get a 10-win season.
Basically. Or you toss it to Deebo Samuel, or you toss it to Brendan Ayuk.
Yes, that's true too. You get those wide receiver screens.
But, when it comes to Baker Mayfield and Derek Carr,
Carr Super Bowl or bust.
No, I don't. No, I don't think that's the case for the Saints, because the Saints, again, you got to remember they were spoiled by Drew Brees for 15 years,
well,
and they thought, you know
they
what?
want to get back to that.
Jameis Winston, he could be our next Drew Brees, and then he disappoints. So I feel like the Saints, the only thing that's saving Derek Carr is that he's in the NFC South.
Honestly, yeah.
And don't get me wrong,
well,
I think that Bryce Young will carry the Panthers to at least a winning record, but I honestly think the Panthers are going to be that team where they're going to be in playoff contention, but they're going to need a win and like a bunch of shit to go their way to get into the playoffs.
Agreed.
And those just fall short. So the Saints, the South is theirs. And Derek Carr, the excuses are done for Derek Carr because, he's
got Josh McDaniel on his side.
No, he doesn't. Derek Carr?
Well, I mean, or like he's got a coach that is supposed to be able to work with him.
Yes, and he's worked with him in the past too.
Yeah,
And he
I think
also
that's
is
what's going to
surrounded
be.
by a defense. He's also surrounded by a defense. In Las Vegas, there was no such thing as a defense.
Yeah, no, absolutely, you're right. You're absolutely right. And they're gonna really have to bank off that. It's going to be a lot of low scoring games if they win.
Yeah. And then of course Baker Mayfield, dude, the Buccaneers just need a rebuild.
They've needed that for a long time.
They're gonna go back to being the irrelevant Buccaneers or the Succaneers. Just watch.
Oh, look, you don't got to convince me at all. You don't have to convince me of that. The interesting thing for me is
okay, if Baker Mayfield had Bruce Arians as the coach, maybe just maybe I would have given the Buccaneers a chance. But he has a defensive-minded head coach, and that's the only thing that's stopping me from saying, okay, he has something to prove.
I almost wish we could do 4 for this because I definitely would have put freaking Matthew Stafford back in there.
But I feel like that's like a different category. Like he's like, Oh, okay. Actually, no. I just got to think of a third one, and help me think of a third one. Matthew Stafford. Oh no, I got a third one. Matthew Stafford. Geno Smith. Russell Wilson.
Oh, Russell Wilson's got to prove himself. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, he's done.
Yeah, if he sucks with what's that dude, Sean Payton. It's more an indictment on Russell Wilson than it is Sean Payton.
I think it absolutely is. It's going to be very interesting for many, many reasons because Sean Payton is somebody that believes he can turn he believes that he can kind of resurrect anybody.
I mean, and unfortunately, again, he was Drew Brees. He was spoiled with Drew Brees for 15 years, and he tried to resurrect Jameis Winston for like a year and a half. But Jameis Winston kept on getting hurt,
and then you had to keep going to Byron Leftwich.
I feel like we'll see how this goes with Russell Wilson, but if he can't,
ooh! I think I've got one. Wide receiver edition. Okay,
right, hold on.
We're gonna go.
We gotta get through freaking the other two.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
When it comes to Matthew Stafford, dude, the Rams gave up a bunch. They have a bill because like they're like really under the salary cap. Where I feel like, obviously outside, obviously the coach was like, yeah, we would like to go to the Super Bowl, or last year didn't fly with us. But I feel like most of those players are like, yeah, we got our Super Bowl. We're fine. So I feel like Matthew Stafford, and plus he's 36. So if he can stay healthy, maybe playoffs. But I feel like they'll all be fine with Super Bowl. So he's fine where he's at. And then Geno Smith, at least it's team friendly. It's team friendly. So like if he sucks, the Seahawks will be like, all right, we can rebuild. We can actually rebuild with a legitimate quarterback. So it'll no worries with him. But out of the three of them, Russell Wilson has the most to prove.
I mean, honestly, it's funny, like, because as I was saying that, I'm thinking, yeah, no contest. Absolutely no contest.
All right, let's do wide receiver edition.
Okay, wide receiver edition. OBJ, Cooper Kupp, or because we already did DeAndre Hopkins, didn't we?
No.
Okay, DeAndre Hopkins is my third.
Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna put OBJ in the same category as Lamar in the if he can stay healthy with Lamar. If those two can stay healthy, those two will carry the Ravens to the Super Bowl, or at least a playoff, maybe the AFC Championship.
That's why I wish actually the one thing that I think it centers around is if the Ravens can. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go on out on a limb here and say it's more important that J.K. Dobbins stays healthy than it is if Lamar or OBJ do.
That too.
Because here's the thing: if you're in a position where Lamar and OBJ feel like they have to start carrying things, they're gonna make risky plays.
Yes.
And if you can lean on a good running attack, then you can start using Lamar off a bootleg for runs, and you can still have players like Deshaun Jackson and OBJ. Even though they're older, they've still got some speed.
Yes.
And what they need is to be able to play off of the pistol or the wishbone, but have play action alongside it.
Yeah.
You really need to get Lamar Jackson out in space. You need to make sure that the Ravens' offensive line is uber athletic, so that they can move the pocket with Lamar.
Yeah.
You
Cooper
need it.
Kupp, I'm gonna put in the same category as Matthew Stafford. I feel like, I mean, what does this dude need to do? Like, he's already won the Triple Crown like a couple of times already as a wide receiver, Super Bowl, most receptions,
But his
so on.
productivity fell off a lot.
Yeah, I
After,
feel like for him, he just needs to again. I feel like it's gonna be playoffs for the Rams as an organization. Playoffs after they're abysmal, after they're disappointed. They were supposed to try to repeat, but yet they had the worst
record in their division this year.
And record from a Super Bowl champion standpoint. No, I feel like they need to redeem that. So I feel like that's what the Rams are going to be focused on this year. But then, DeAndre Hopkins, he's fine. If he was on a Super Bowl team, I would understand why you would put him in this category. But he's with the Titans.
But here's the thing to think about if you're DeAndre Hopkins. The fact that he is with the Titans, if it comes down to a point where he sucks that bad even with a team that doesn't have the Super Bowl aspirations, no one else is going to take him.
Okay.
He has to show that he is wide receiver number one. He has to show that basically he can carry the Titans organization on his back.
Yeah. All right. Let's do one least shocked, and then we'll wrap up with Commanders, with the sale of the team, because it's already kind of late, and I actually haven't had dinner yet.
Yeah, apparently we're getting Chipotle for hours.
Oh, hopefully Jason ain't listening in, because he would lose his mind.
Chipotle. Least shocked.
All right. Least disappointing. Or who would you be least shocked about their disappointment this upcoming season? Jimmy G. I'm gonna give you three. Jimmy G. Let's see. There's got to be three.
Sam Howell.
Nah. He's another category because of the ownership, which we'll discuss on Ron Rivera. Jimmy G. Man, I know that there's more.
Jimmy G. You could do Justin Fields, maybe.
Oh, there you go, Justin Fields. And
Andy Dalton. Just kidding. He's not starting, so no.
You know what? I'm gonna put it and check this out, and I'll give you my reason why. Jalen Hurts.
Ooh, I'm intrigued actually, but I'm still gonna go out of those three. Again, Jalen Hurts, Jimmy G. I'm going to go Justin Fields. I see a Michael Vick repeat here. I do. I feel like this is what bothers me. Chicago. This is the first time I've ever seen Chicago have such a good running quarterback. And my fear is they're going to run him until he gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're left a ship without a rudder.
Yeah. So you'll be less disappointed, or will you be more disappointed?
I will be less shocked to see his disappointment, because everybody is talking about all the big off-season moves they made. It all starts under center.
Yeah.
That's where it all starts. If you can't, the wide receivers for Chicago need to be utilized in the passing game, and in my opinion, and also in the running game, because this will keep Jalen. I got Jalen Hurts on my brain. This will keep Justin Fields healthy to be able to make those long runs on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I foresee if the career of Michael Vick and RG3 had a baby, you could put it as Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. All right.
What about you?
Where do you rank the other two?
I think Jalen Hurts is going to be fine. I think actually no. You know what? No. I think I disagree with myself there. I think Jalen Hurts is going to be Super Bowl or bust, and I think Jimmy G is going to be fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do agree, and I'll go here next.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think what it depends on with Jimmy G is really what is being looked for in the Raiders organization. Because if you're looking at Jimmy G as a guy who's going to change the entire culture of the locker room,
no.
Yeah, exactly. I think the expectation is so low. As long as he survives all 16 games, he will be gangbusters to everybody in LA.
Yeah.
Or Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts has got so much pressure on him.
Yes.
So, and by the way, it's not even just the fact that they were former Super Bowl contenders. It is also the fact that the NFC East, when you consider the Giants and the Cowboys, is so competitive that the Eagles have to work that much harder to stay on top. And by the way, also, history is also not on their side, because if you want to look back on it, it hasn't been since the late 90s, early 2000s, since the NFC East has had a repeat champion.
Oh, yeah, that was the Eagles did it for like 3 years in a row, from like 2000 to like 2004 or something like that.
So, and that, I mean, with history in that sense, maybe it could be in their favor, but I just don't see it, because they've had multiple opportunities to be repeats since that time period.
Yes.
And nobody in the NFC East has done it. I feel like this is one of those years, as much as it pains me to say it, that the Cowboys will be the ones to wind up stepping up.
Yes.
Jason didn't pay us. It's actually my opinion.
Yeah. All right. Let me do mine. I feel like I wouldn't be shocked with Jimmy G's performance, as long like you said, he's got to stay healthy. I think because the Raiders got other issues. It's not just a quarterback, dude. Derek Carr, okay, we mock him for being trash and all that, but he had Devontae freaking Adams. And he also had defense that also responsible for the Raiders falling off, and the coaching staff and all that stuff.
And they also had Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be shocked, with Jimmy G's performance. Okay, cool, whatever. It's Jimmy G, and we saw him what he did in the 49ers. Like, basically, Kyle Shanahan made him successful. He's a product of Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah. Agreed.
What was the dude? Justin Fields. I think he. If it was maybe his second year, I would have said he's fine, but it's his third year, and he got to get it right. He's got to,
yeah, of course,
because the fourth year is gonna be is he gonna get his fifth year option? Is he gonna get his fifth year option and all that stuff? So he's got to light it up in his third year.
But see, this is why I don't like when teams get so hyped up just because they make off-season moves. Just because teams make off-season moves doesn't mean it's going to be an instant fix. Look at what happened with the Cowboys the year that Miles Austin was there and they had all those big off-season moves, and then there were just too many mouths to feed.
Or the Eagles in 2011 when they were dubbed the Dream Team. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
And they ended up winning 6 games, and they didn't even make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean, every team that gets overhyped, I mean, their whole season is usually a big giant fart.
Yeah. And then, of course, there's the Eagles and Jalen Hurts. He's got to get the pressure on him because here's the thing. Eagle fans and fans that watch, those that wanted the Eagles to win. Oh, the Eagles would have won the Super Bowl if it wasn't for that flag. Okay. Also, the Eagles, I don't know if you noticed this, they paid Jalen Hurts. What happened
a lot of money
with Carson Wentz when he got paid? What happened with Michael Vick when he got paid? Donovan McNabb when he was paid? They fell off. They regressed.
Yep. I mean, it's a trend. It's a trend, and it's a trend that's not good for teams.
Well, it's definitely not good for the Eagles, especially with their recent quarterback history.
No, yeah, that's true too. Mark my words. If Jalen
Hurts, he got to pay up to that. He got to play up to that contract, and he got to play up to. And he needs to. I'm not saying. Oh, I really hope it doesn't happen, but him and the Eagles, for them to shut up the fans and say, "You guys didn't win the Super Bowl," you guys would have won
your Super Bowl appearances were flukes.
But, yeah.
And by the way,
that Super Bowl win was a fluke. The heck?
Mark my words. I still say Jalen Hurts probably has 2 more years in Philly, but I say that if he doesn't do well this year, the strategy the Eagles will take in the draft is actually drafting a younger quarterback and using him
like they did with Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts 3 years ago.
Exactly. History repeats itself. Exactly.
But
tell me I'm wrong. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Nope, never.
Exactly. Because I'm not.
Well, alrighty. Let's end the stream with Commanders. They finally got the nightmare era over with. Josh Harris spoke to the media. Roger Goodell spoke to the media. Roger Goodell, again, I don't care what he says. Josh Harris, and by the way, I did not know that Dan Snyder was actually the youngest dude to buy a team, the youngest dude to buy an NFL team. This dude was 34 years old.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not even. I don't know, dude. I don't like it. I don't like the whole situation. Until they become the Redskins again, I'm just not even giving them the time of day. And by the way,
not to say anything, but I do not think that they would be the Redskins. I feel like because it's such a headache to be changing the name.
Yeah, and I had that same argument 4 years ago.
I mean,
but yet they went through the headache to do it twice already.
Well, here's the thing. They actually had to rebrand that 2020 year, and then they were like, oh, it's too short notice, so I guess we got to call ourselves the Washington football team.
Ugh, so stupid.
I don't know. I feel like with this new ownership, I'm going to give this group I say 5 years. If I see the same shitty team that with losing records and all that shit, then it's not ownership. Well, then it's not the team, it's the ownership. Period. I'm gonna give it 5 years. I'm gonna say they gotta. I'm gonna say this. They gotta go to the playoffs 3 out of the 5 years.
They're not going.
And they got to win a playoff game, get into the divisional round within those 5 years. If they do not, then all that ownership shit was for nothing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree. I hands down agree, because it reminds me of the situation with the Cowboys from years back, when the Cowboys couldn't win a playoff game because they were haunted by the missed field goal hold. Remember that?
No. Wait,
So,
was that playoff game with the Seahawks?
Yes, it was.
Where like Tony Romo had to be like the
He had to be the holder. He had to be the holder.
Okay, yeah, I do remember that.
Yes, and the dude straight up botched the hold. Jason's probably like cursing at the chat right now, huh?
He's probably fuming.
That's what I was just saying. He's like, y'all gotta be on my team like that. Come on, the gloves are off, okay? We're not Skip Bayless.
Speaking of, dang,
he's doing Undisputed by himself.
Dude, no, Undisputed's been off air ever since Shannon left. It's been off air, and that's because, dude, no one wants to work with the dude.
Yeah, really. I was seeing some like stuff on YouTube Shorts about him, and I'm like, yeah, this is so appropriate.
Yes.
Dude's got his head so far up his rear end, he's got corn in his ears.
Yep. By the way, what do you think of the ESPN layoffs? Because ESPN laid off a boatload of people.
There's a lot of people that are doing that, though. It's not just them. I mean, look at the Screen Actors Guild strike.
The writers' strike too.
Yeah. Well, it's the writers and the actors. They're both striking.
Yeah. But before we go on a tangent, I guess we gotta end the stream because I gotta have dinner. Even though I have to wake up at 8 a.m. tomorrow. God dang it.
Me too. Well, I've got I gotta be up earlier than that because my shift starts at 8.
Yeah, I start at 9:45.
Lucky turd.
At least tomorrow's Friday.
Can't get here soon enough. Or Saturday, can't get here soon enough. My father, I think, will be coming to see me. Coming to see us on Saturday, and we're going out to dinner.
I thought you guys were leaving Saturday.
No, Sunday morning. We're waking up literally. It's going to be like 5 a.m.
Dang, that sucks.
I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, we got to get back. I want to get back to a sense of normalcy. This trip has been anything but normal.
It's a vacay. Vacays aren't supposed to be normal.
Okay, so certain parts of this were definitely a vacay, but certain parts were not. Believe it or not, the national convention was the most like vacay part of it, and then of course the financial side of it was what was a total dick.
I told you it was going to be a financial thing.
No, you told me that I would be drained from it, but actually my energy was fine. That's what coffee was.
Also, you think like winning a convention is cheap?
Well, I had planned for this months in advance, and then the hotel charged me something they weren't supposed to charge me, and that was my main problem.
What?
Yeah.
At least when it's in Orlando next year, you got to deal with only one hotel, the Rose and Shingle Creek.
Yes. Well, I was told by one of the managers that the parking was supposed to be free, and they lied to my face.
The ones for Houston?
Yes.
Well, then again, it's like any job, dude. Like one person tells you one thing, and another person tells you another thing.
I don't give a shit anymore.
Damn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna end the stream before we get mean, Aaron.
Well, actually, to be honest, you've kind of already got him, but the difference is most people can handle him. Oscar can't.
Whatever, dude.
Oscar, God.
Now, on that note, y'all, we're out of here. Good night. Make sure you hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe buttons. Do all that.
That way, Oscar can finally can quit his 9 to 5 and become a YouTuber.
Dude, even when I wasn't working, I wasn't a YouTuber 9 to 5.
I know. I'm just saying. That's the dream these days. Everybody wants to make content full time instead of actually getting a real job.
I mean, if you're a full-time content creator and you're getting paid for it, okay, yeah, fine.
Now, you're going to see a lot more people, by the way, doing that because of the Screen Actors Guild strike. Platforms like YouTube and TikTok and all these things are going to become so much more popular simply due to the fact that it's the only place to go to get new content.
Oh, wow, hold on. Okay. All right. You know what? That's it. That's all, y'all. We gotta end the stream because I really gotta get dinner.
Have fun.
But like I said, what's coming up on my content? Hey, by the way, y'all, closing in on 3 years being on YouTube. Next Friday is the 3-year anniversary, and I'm thinking of going to Ashburn, Virginia to check out some of the commander because since their training camp is open to the public, I'm thinking of going again. Since I'm a blind individual, I'll try my best to take videos, or at least good quality videos. No promises. I'll see what I can. I'll think of something. But I did ask off for next Friday and Saturday, so I will be headed to Ashburn next weekend. And that'll be a 3-year gift for all of y'all. Maybe some other content. If I can think of something, I'll talk to Jason, see what we can come up with. We haven't decided, or I haven't let Jason know yet, or again, I have to talk to him. May do another baseball stream tomorrow or Saturday. So check us out with the Dodgers. Fun fact, ever since Jason and I have streamed Dodger games, they've only lost 3 times. We're 9 out of 12. That's a good percentage.
That's kind of sad if you think about it, that like streaming has become a superstition for you.
Shut up, Aaron.
Come on, man.
Jason. Oh, did I tell you? I gotta send you the short. So the Dodgers actually were losing. They were losing to the Astros 5-3. And this was like mid 5th inning. Like I think like bottom of the 5th inning. I'm like, Jason, relax. You know, there's still like 3.5 innings to go. You never know.
Got nubs for nails.
I was and the Dodgers were losing 7-3. I was like, hey Jason, they're gonna win 8-7. And he was like, best joke you said all night. And
that
guess
sounds like
who was right?
That sounds like the Ed laugh from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
That's what dude, I was right. They won that game 8-7.
So clearly you've earned your sucking stripes.
Yo. I did not let him live it down for like the entire for like 2 days.
We should have an NFL themed would you rather stream, meaning we ask each other questions like, would you rather take a full speed tackle, or would you rather be
Not that bad of an idea.
Like we'll do NFL themed. Would you rather? So
Yes.
like, would you rather be a referee in the days where they were in front of the play, or would you rather be a quarterback with no offensive line?
Yes.
Questions
Hey,
like
that's
that.
not that bad of an idea. We should do that for next. Hey, we should do that next week if we can.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, man, I've got some good content ideas, man.
I'll talk to Jason about that because maybe it could be the three of us doing that.
Or we'll do one as would you rather be a towel boy for a losing team, or would you rather be the tackling dummy for a Super Bowl winning team?
Hey, well, save those ideas for next week. We'll talk about it. But alrighty, y'all, we're out.
Peace, dog.
Like I said, stay tuned. I know for a fact we're doing a baseball live stream at some point this weekend. So until then, guys, see you guys
Peace
next time.
out.